And welcome to Smackdown Live, the live stream. Hopefully, this is going to be a better show than what we saw yesterday with Raw. I really didn't enjoy yesterday. I didn't think yesterday's show was very good at all. And in fact, I've seen a report saying that the ratings yesterday were a disaster. So clearly people tuned in at the start and felt like we did and just left. So I honestly don't know how many people are going to be watching tonight. I don't know if people are going to have confidence in tonight's show. I'm a little more confident about tonight. I really do think that SmackDown has genuinely been better than Raw for quite a while now. And I think the Superstar Shakeup has been more favourable to SmackDown. Obviously, Roman, who you could argue is their biggest star, he's moved over to SmackDown. You've got, I think that whole Kofi story was one of the better stories for WrestleMania, and obviously he's the current champion. It's going to be very interesting after last week's heel turn by Kevin Owens to see how that develops. And then, of course, you know, Becky Lynch, she's kind of on both brands at the moment, so if Roman's not their biggest star, then it's got to be Becky. And she'll be on tonight's show as well. So this is what I'm saying. I feel like the Superstar Shakeup has been really favourable to SmackDown. And that's no great surprise because, of course, that moves at the end of the year over to Fox. Hello to everyone that's in the chat. How are you doing? Electric Mudkip. I lost all friends for a falling out. Oh, don't worry about that, dude. Those kind of things happen when you're younger. They'll come back. It'll work out. So yeah, don't be down about it too much. It will sort itself out. Days tonight, we will get Bayley versus the man Becky Lynch. Is that confirmed? I've not seen that match anywhere. That would be a good match. I would really like for Bayley to win that. I'm on board with Bayley. I liked the aggression and the fire that she showed last week. I feel like her being in that boss and hug connection was a really bad move. It was a bad move for Bayley. It was a bad move for Sasha. I understand there was a bit of a payoff. They became the first women's tag champions of this era. But it wasn't good. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like the build. I don't like the belts. There's not much about that tag division that I enjoy outside of the Iconics. Hello. Shout out to James Barry. Days, you need to change the championship name. I do need to change the championship name. You're absolutely right. That changed last minute, didn't it? Of course, on our stream. And I didn't get a chance to change it before we ended yesterday. So I will get that changed right now. Days, we're really glad that you're our friend. This is a story that will never, ever end. So good, isn't it? That was easily the best part of Raw. Easily the best part of Raw was Bray Wyatt. And I gotta admit, I don't think the promo had the same impact. I don't think it was a better promo, let me put it that way. I don't think it was a better promo than what we saw last week. But I still thought it was brilliant. I still thought there was lots to talk about. I did a video all about it that's on the channel, so if you've not seen that, check it out, because I do think there's some really interesting stuff. For me, I think one of the most interesting things about yesterday's promo was the fact that Ramblin' Rabbit did not get a good reaction when he first appeared. And I was saying this in the video, if you think it's meant to be a kid's show and the puppets are surely going to be the most popular things, when he appears, you just get this... Like, the kids aren't going crazy. The kids aren't enjoying the fact that Ramblin' Rabbit... I love rabbits. That Ramblin' Rabbit was there. So I thought that was very interesting. Very interesting. You'd expect Ramblin' Rabbit to get a really good reaction. He did not. So I think there's lots going on in that. Check that video out if you've not seen it. We talk about quite a bit. Sasha has moved to SmackDown. Shout out to National Wrestling. Hey Days, how are you doing on this great Tuesday night? I'm doing okay. I'm not going to lie, I was a bit down after Raw. I really didn't like it. I got to be honest. I really feel that if the shows aren't that good, then it's harder to make a fun live stream. Like, it's hard to have fun when you're just watching rubbish. And a lot of what we saw was rubbish. I really did not enjoy it. Raw was terrible yesterday. And as a result, I don't think it was one of the better live streams. And I'll be honest with you guys, because I always like to have fun. I always like to watch stuff and, you know, get excited about it. And like yesterday, it was flat. There wasn't much to talk about. The in-ring action was okay. It was just flat. So, and that's shown in the ratings. But I've got more confidence for tonight. I'm feeling good. And I'm feeling confident about tonight because I just think that Becky, Roman, there's lots going on, and SmackDown's got a good roster. Shout out to the Firefly Funhouse. Wait, women's tag belts look better than the men's tag belts? Do the women's tag belts look better than the men's tag belts? I don't think so. I actually think that the Raw tag belts, the red strap, the silver on the red, I like that. I like the look of those. I like the Raw tag belts. Not so keen on the blue ones. That's just a preference thing. But the women's ones are just a horrible mess. It's just like silver and gold on a white strap, but to me it doesn't feel prestigious. I don't like them. It's preference. Everyone's got their own opinions, but yeah. Big up, my dude. Keep up the enthusiasm. Yankee 3. FAN for life. Yankee 3. I'm guessing, has that got something to do with the Yankees? The New York Yankees? What is that name in reference to? I'm interested by your username, dude. It's the Yankee thing that's throwing me off. Yankee 3 fan for life. Yankee 3 fan for life. I'm guessing you're a fan of the Yankees. Maybe the person that plays number 3? Who plays number 3 for the Yankees? I'm going to have a look. Is there even a number 3? Could you imagine if there isn't? Conspiracy. Who plays for the Yankees? Yankees. Let's have a look. My phone's being slow. New York Yankees players. Let's get some answers here. Right. Oh, it's not going to tell me their numbers, is it? Active roster. Here we go. 53. There isn't even a number 3. There's a number 0. Look at them numbers. Look how messed up those numbers are. You can see how messed up this is. So we've got like... This camera's messed up as well. Why won't the camera focus? You better focus. Oh, this is like the worst camera in the world. No, doesn't want to know. We'll never know. But yeah, I can't see a number 3. Number 11. Perhaps you're number 3? Who knows? It's Yankee fan for life. I made the name in 2007 when people typed with numbers and letters. Yes. Okay. So the 3 was just a curveball. There we go. Breaking news. The 3 was a curveball. It was just to try and throw us off. But at least we learnt how rubbish my webcam is. Number 3 was Babe Ruth. Was number 3 Babe Ruth? Oh my God, that would be amazing. Was number 3 Babe Ruth? And have they now retired it? Babe Ruth number... Oh, it was! Number 3. Not that you can see because the camera's awful. We established that. But he is number 3. I think you can kind of see... Look. Ah, there we go. It works. Do you know what? I just found this out. If I like hold it far away and slowly bring it forward, then it seems to work better. Hang on. Here we go. Look. You just got to get it. You got to get the camera used to it. Yeah, there it is. And now slowly. Don't be a hero. Slowly. Right, that didn't work. God damn. Well, yeah, Babe Ruth is number 3. There we go. See, I love this now. I love trying to decode things. I think the Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse has destroyed my brain because now I look at usernames and I'm trying to pick them apart. Why have they gone for that? Is there a hidden meaning? And there was! Babe Ruth was hidden in that username. Love it. Love it. We cracked it. We cracked it by having it told to us, but you get it. I would like to see Bad News Barrett / Wade Barrett make a return. I would like to see him in NXT UK. I don't feel like he's needed on the main roster, but I think he could bring a lot to NXT UK. Daryl Gray, shout out to you. Search Thanos and click the gauntlet. Your phone will disintegrate. I probably won't do that then. Hello, King Just Gaming. Hope you're well. Yoda Keith says, last night's Raw was more boring than boring Corbin. That is a big statement. I didn't even think anything could be more boring than boring Corbin. Daze is decoding his own kitchen sink. I am now decoding everything, Hunter P. I literally take everything apart now and just go, what does it mean? What does it mean? Do a top 10 Hasbro figures. I don't know. Do you think people would be interested in that? Maybe a top 10 retro figures. But I'm not sure if people are that bothered by Hasbro's now. Days, when is the next Comic Con? I have no idea. I don't know. I have no plans to attend any Comic Cons at the moment, so it'll probably be Wrestling Shop Live at the end of the year if I do go to one. Nails and NY, hello. Days, can we take a moment to appreciate your face? I mean, you can stop there. I think we should do that. We should definitely take a moment to appreciate the moneymaker. When you first saw the rabbit... Oh, okay. When you first saw the rabbit on the Firefly Funhouse, I got to admit, I did watch that reaction video back, and I did kind of cringe. I was like, you're a grown adult. You're a grown adult, and you are freaking out over a little fake puppet bunny rabbit. But hey, this is my life. This is how I choose to live it. So, yes, I did freak out. I was very excited. I'm not going to apologise for that. As I said, I don't think the promo was as impactful as the first one, because the first one we didn't even know it was a thing. It came out of nowhere. The second one, we were looking forward to it. And I got to admit, I did not feel let down. We got a new character. I think there's lots to talk about. I think there's loads of fun stuff they can do with it. Yeah, I'm on board. Totally on board. And they did a new t-shirt. I don't know if you saw, but the first t-shirt, the Firefly Funhouse one, was just the logo stuck onto a t-shirt. It looked trash. But now you can actually get a new one that's got the Abby the Witch... I think it's got Ramblin' Rabbit and Mercy the Buzzard on like a t-shirt, and it looks better. So the t-shirts are slowly starting to improve. I can't wait for them to actually start making an actual Ramblin' Rabbit. Could you imagine if you could buy $20 right now, WWE shop, Ramblin' Rabbit? You're going to buy it, aren't you? I would buy it. I would definitely buy it. Abby the Witch, I think, would be a bit more. She would be around about the $40 mark, I think. She's bigger. She's made of plastic. So Abby the Witch, I think, would be a bit more. And Mercy the Buzzard inside the box. Oh, man, they should make them. They should make all three of them. I think they would sell. But I think Ramblin' Rabbit would do the best because it's smaller. And it would probably be cheaper. So they need to get on that. Do a Tough Talkers video. We could do that. Shout out to Cindy DeBell. Shout out. Can't even talk. I said Shinsuke then. Max Vaters. Weirdest AJ Styles figures. Well, it's kind of out of my hands because what I've been saying in the videos is let me know if you're enjoying the videos. Leave a like. And if we get enough likes, then I'll do the next one. And the reason that I was doing that is because I've kind of done videos in the past that have worked and then that people have enjoyed. And then I've come to make the next one and it's not really done that well. And so I kind of want to know if people are enjoying it, which is why I keep saying smash the like button. I've really been trying to use that a lot more. But for some reason, like, the likes just aren't there on the videos at the moment. Like the Kofi Kingston one from a few weeks ago, that's still at 1,200. The latest one, the Bray Wyatt one, we said, can we get 1,000 on that? I think it's on like 400. So I'm not until those videos get some more likes. I'm probably not going to be touching the weirdest action figure videos for a while, and we'll take a look at something else that maybe people would like to see instead. So yeah, by all means, drop your video suggestions in the chat. Dominic, thank you very much, my friend. Great question someone just asked there. Who should Bray Wyatt feud with? I really feel like Bray's got a ready-made story to feud with Randy Orton. And it was quite interesting because Bray tweeted out earlier talking about Randy Orton, talking about how he was... Meow. Talking about how he was betrayed by Randy Orton. Talking about how he lost his championship. He had the compound burnt down. It kind of feels to me like his first feud should be Randy. I think he should go after Randy, beat Randy, destroy Randy. Like, Randy should go away for a while. Bray Wyatt should really end Randy Orton in a way. I don't mind if Orton comes back after a while, but I really want Bray to get the better of Randy Orton and then move forward. So I really feel like that's a ready-made story. So I would maybe have him go after Randy, and then it's really hard to tell. I want this gimmick to really work. So I think Bray could maybe go after healing people. Maybe there's something in the hurt and the heel. So maybe Bray tries to heal people. Maybe you could build towards a match against, say, Lars Sullivan or something like that. You build up this monster, Lars Sullivan, who's going around destroying everyone. But then you build up Bray Wyatt as well, and they just head to this collision course. So maybe he could try to heal Lars Sullivan. That could be interesting. But yeah, it's hard to know. I mean, any Baron Corbin, I think, could be quite an interesting opponent. I just feel like he needs to go after heels. He needs to heal the heels. Do you think Mattel should make a Firefly Funhouse? Do I think Mattel should make a Firefly Funhouse? Yes, I do. I think they would do a decent job. I think the packaging could be the backdrop. And then you would get a Bray figure. You would get Mercy the Buzzard. You would get the TV. There's not that many accessories, so it's easy enough to do. And I think it would sell very well. Weirdest WWE accessories. I have looked into that. And there have been some weird ones, but I've just really struggled to find enough for a video. I found about 4, 5 that I think are really weird. But I do find that I'm starting to repeat myself. Like, we have looked at a lot of stuff, a lot of figures. We have spoken about a lot of things. So trying to find new things that we've not spoke about is very, very difficult. But I'm still looking. I'm still searching. I've definitely got like 4, 5 accessories that could go in a video. But I always like to try and find about 10. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll get there. I'm sure things will appear. But yeah, that might be one for the back burner for now. Are you doing NXT tomorrow? No. Can you do a video on different weirdest wrestling figure rings? Yeah. Playsets is one that's been requested before. Bray versus Demon Finn. I don't know. I can't tell if Bray is a face or a heel. I kind of feel like he's in the middle. I kind of feel like he'll do whatever is told. I thought last week he was being controlled by the gloves, because he was listening to the gloves. So I thought they might be controlling him, but then we never saw them this week. So it's hard to tell. We need to see a little bit more, but he might not go anywhere near Finn Balor, because he might go after the heels instead. if you had put a diva as Sister Abigail, what diva would it be? I think Paige felt quite natural for a while. Certainly when we weren't seeing her, she'd obviously gone away for a long time. I think the problem with Paige is that people know her so well. You can't really change her gimmick now. You can't change her character. Everyone knows Paige. So it would be very difficult for her to come back as a new character. I think Nikki Cross makes the most sense now because she's not really been on the main roster that much, and it'll be quite interesting to see, if they could repackage her. There's obviously rumours that she is going to be part of it. So, those are the ones that would come to mind. Do you like SmackDown or Raw more? I've always said Raw, but after the Superstar shakeup, I really think it could be SmackDown now. I always used to like Raw because that's where you felt like The Rock would return. That's where you felt like Braun would do something crazy. It always felt like crazy things would happen on Raw. You don't tend to get crazy things happening on SmackDown. So, I always felt that Raw was the better show, but after yesterday, honestly, yesterday was so hard to watch. It was just horrible, boring segment after horrible, boring segment. Like, the Sami Zayn promo was awful. It was awful. And I really thought that Becky's promo was awful as well. Did not enjoy the Becky Lynch segment. The matches, starting off with that horrible, pointless tag match. You got a bit of a beatdown between AJ and Seth, but I don't know. I'm into the match, but I wanted something more personal than that. We see beatdowns all the time. I mean, we got a beatdown between Becky and Lacey earlier in the show, so it's kind of like, I think things lose their impact for me. You can't have beatdown after beatdown after beatdown, week after week after week. Do you know what I would do, right? This is controversial. But if I was in charge of Raw or SmackDown, this is controversial, right? A lot of people are not going to like what I'm about to say. But this is, I genuinely would do this. I was actually thinking of doing a video talking about if I was booking Raw or SmackDown, 5 things that I would do. Genuinely, I would do these if I was booking Raw or SmackDown. And I've got 2 so far. The first one we've spoken about before. The first thing I would do, I would ban singles wrestlers from being in tag matches. I do not want to see singles superstars being in tag matches. Now, there's a time and a place, and I really feel like the only time that you should see it is like Survivor Series. Because other than that, we should not be getting matches where it's Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre and Boring Corbin. Like, I just don't want to see that match. I'm out. That's it. I don't care what happens. I'm not even paying attention. I'm out, and that cannot be good for a wrestling show. So I don't want to see it. So that's the first thing I wouldn't do. Here's the second thing, though, and this is the controversial one. This is the one that people might hate on a little bit. I would ban wrestlers from leaving the ring. How about that? How about that? You can walk down to the ring, you can get into the ring, but you're not allowed to leave the ring. That's it. No suicide dives. I am sick of every single match seeing a suicide. A suicide dive now is basically the same as a bear hug from the 1970s. You're going to see it in every single match. It has zero impact anymore. Zero impact. I don't care. I hate them. I hate suicide dives. They're pointless. So there's no point in seeing a suicide dive anymore. And like beat downs on the outside of the ring. I've seen it week after week after week after week after week. Do you know what I want to see? I want to see great wrestling. I want to see them focus on what happens in the ring. That's what I want to see. I want to see good in-ring action. I want to see quick reversals. I want to see moves that you don't see. I want to see them kind of broadening their horizons. I want to see better matches, right? Now, I'm not saying that I would ban wrestlers from leaving the ring forever. I'm just saying that for the next few months, I would certainly do that as a starting point. I wouldn't necessarily make it known to people. I'm not gonna, announce it, right, we've banned the wrestlers from leaving the ring. I would just tell the wrestlers. I'd be like, right, you keep the matches in the ring. You can go up top, you can do your aerial stuff, but I don't want people leaving the ring. I don't want any out of the ring action. I don't want to see people slammed through commentary tables or anything like that, right? You can do it, but it happens at a pay-per-view. You don't do it on Raw or SmackDown. Certainly not for the next few months. I want to see reversals, transitions. I want to see better movesets. I want to see better wrestling. That's what I want to see. Better wrestling. So that's the second thing I would do. The third thing that I would do, just whilst I'm on a bit of a roll, just whilst I'm thinking about things, I would cut promos in different locations. I really feel like Becky doing a promo in the middle of the ring week after week after week after week is dull. What about Becky cutting a promo in a supermarket? I don't know what that promo is. I don't know how she connects it to the feud. I'm sure she could. I'm sure she could find some products that she could use to humiliate Lacey Evans. But I just feel like that would be different. I think we would be excited by that because it would be something for us to talk about, something that would be different. Remember when you used to get promos in outside locations on a regular basis? I remember Mustafa Ali down in 205 Live used to cut them out on the street, and they were quite gritty and they were quite cool and they looked awesome. So I really feel like that would be the third thing that I would do. I would have no single stars in tag matches. I wouldn't allow the superstars to leave the ring during matches, and I would have promos in other locations. That would just be 3 quick fixes, really quick fixes. And then you put the pressure on the creative team to just come up with some better storylines. Shannon Pickett says, do it backstage. Shout out to Angel Juz. E-Man, shout out to you, my friend. Who is your favourite wrestler? Bray Wyatt at the moment. I miss the promos during matches. Promos during matches. What do you mean, dude? Give me an example. I don't want SmackDown to have an extra hour. I feel like they're going to be the same as Raw. Too many fluff segments. Yep, totally agree. A lot of fluff segments really do bring the product down. It's too much waffle, isn't there? It's too much just awfulness. Why WWE... I can't even talk. Why WWE don't have good card matches like before? Well, I mean, look, I think wins and losses definitely matter. And... we saw yesterday Bobby Lashley versus The Miz, and it wasn't until they actually mentioned on commentary that we hadn't seen it before. I didn't realise we hadn't seen it before, because what happens now is you're just so used to seeing those kinds of matches. Like, have we seen Baron Corbin against The Miz? I don't know. Do I care? No, I don't care. Are we going to see it at one point? Yeah, we will. We will see it at some point. I don't care for it. And I don't know if we've not seen it before. But the fact is, they've got to find ways of making those kinds of matches more interesting for us to watch. They have to. They have to, because that is WWE. You can't... I mean, if you don't have matches like Bobby Lashley versus The Miz, what kind of matches are you going to have? You can't have AJ versus Seth every week, or Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens every week. Can you? You know, you're going to run out of those kind of real top talent matches. You're going to run out. So they have to find a way of making those kind of more mid-card matches. Like, Miz, unfortunately, is a mid-carder. He when was the last time he competed for the WWE Championship? Do you know The Miz has been WWE Champion once? and that was 8 years ago. So Miz is not a main eventer. He's never in the main event. He is mid-card. Great mid-carder. Don't get me wrong. Big fan of the Miz. But he's a mid-card talent. Same with Bobby Lashley. Since Bobby Lashley's come back, he's been nowhere near the title picture. We all thought it might be Bobby Lashley against Brock Lesnar and stuff like that. Never happened. So Bobby Lashley has been nowhere near the title picture. And honestly, they have to find a way of making those mid-card matches more enjoyable. I think one of the ways they can do that is telling us a few more statistics. A few more... Like, I honestly thought that match was a bit more intriguing when I found out it was the first time we'd seen it. As soon as they said that on commentary, I was like, that's quite interesting, actually. Who's going to win this encounter? And then could you imagine if that's it now? Their record is 1-0. So I can't even remember who won. I don't know who won. That's how boring that match was. We're only talking about yesterday, and I don't know who won. So, yeah, whoever it was that won, they're now 1-0. That should be on screen the next time they face. Bobby Lashley is 1-0 against The Miz. And then do you know what I mean? At least then it's just something that's a little bit more interesting. Just something. And then, like, if every match had those statistics, I really think that's what you're going to see from AEW. AEW are going to bring in those kind of statistics because Tony Khan, the guy that runs it, the guy that finances it, he has got a statistics company. And in a sit-down interview that he had the other day, he was saying that he is going to look and trying to find ways of bringing statistics in. So I think you're going to see stuff like that. I think, it might be Kenny Omega has won 5 out of his last 7 matches. He's won 3 of them with the One-Winged Angel. 2 of them by submission. His 2 defeats came by count-out or something like that. And then, like, when he's on the outside and he's about to be counted out, you could have the commentary team saying, this is how he's lost 2 of his last 7 matches. Can he get back into the ring? And all of a sudden, a boring count-out now becomes something that's a bit more gripping. Now it becomes something like, oh, okay, he's lost his past 2 matches this way. Perhaps he won't get back into the ring. We're down to 9 and he's back in. He just gets back in. He's having to dig deep here. Kenny Omega digging deep. Not wanting to get that 3rd defeat by count out. Back into the ring now. Looking for that One-Winged Angel. Whatever it might be. And I just think that that would add an extra element to wrestling. And I really feel that WWE should be doing that. And I think AEW will. Days, he isn't going to bring statistics. It's just going to be behind the scenes. Let's see. I hope that's not what he does. I feel like they could benefit by bringing statistics behind the scenes as well. If you look at, like, Man United, let's take Manchester United, right? I know for a fact they've got statistics that tells how far people have run, how many times they've touched the ball, how many times they successfully passed the ball, how long their average pass was. Like, the statistics that they can get, crazy. They can get pretty much anything you need to know. How many tackles? How many successful tackles? How many passes? How many successful passes? Shots? How many slide tackles? How many times did they blink? You can get all of these kind of statistics. I don't know if wrestling has got that. And I feel like it should have that because I feel like that's only going to improve match quality. If you know, like, how many different moves are in a match? That's an interesting question. On average, how many different moves do you see during a normal match? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. In fact, I would be really interested in going to WWE.com, finding a match, sitting down and counting them out. How many different moves do you see during an average match? And then you might be surprised. It could be something like 15. Like, maybe you see a lot of punching, a lot of strikes. You see a lot of drop kicks. You see Inzaguri, you'll always see an Inzaguri. Inzaguri is this generation's dropkick. Maybe, yeah, suicide dive. You're going to see one of them. But I don't know. Maybe if you go through the list and actually count it out, maybe it's 15, maybe it's 20. What would happen if you set the wrestlers a target of 30, 40? Does that improve match quality? I don't know. But it would be an interesting experiment. And that's the kind of thing you might be able to do if you had those statistics. I just think that'd be an interesting way of looking at it. Why do all the stars want to leave WWE like Luke Harper and Dean Ambrose? Because they are booked horrifically. Luke Harper, one of the best big men they've got, genuinely impressive in the ring. He does not let them down in matches. Had a great little feud against Randy Orton. Like, I don't know what Vince sees. Maybe he just felt he couldn't market Luke Harper. Maybe like the dirty shirt, the beard. Perhaps he just looked at him and thought, I can't do anything with that. There's nothing I can do with that. I feel like there is. I really feel like, and I don't know if this might be disrespectful. I don't know, right? If anyone thinks this is disrespectful, that is not my aim, okay? But could you not package Luke Harper to be like Trailer Park, yeah? So, I mean, like, it's a stereotype, but you kind of slob. I don't want to say that Trailer Park people are slobs, because that's clearly not true. But it is a bit of a stereotype. And could he not have like promos where he's in a trailer park and you can kind of get, I just want some character development. I want to know, who is Luke Harper? Who is he? He's been on the roster now for I don't know how long, and I know nothing about him. How did he get to be with Braun? Why did he join up with Braun? Why was he part of the Wyatt family? What's his connection? Why has he now left? Why was he a bludgeon brother? What goes on? Why does he just magically become these different things and we're never told why? Like, what is going on? How has Eric Rowan gone from the Wyatt family to being a bludgeon brother to being next to Daniel Bryan? How do those things happen and we're never told at any stage what is going on? How does that work? How does that work? How do we not even get a promo or anything where he says, I thought we'd sold it. I thought we'd found ourselves. You know, me and my brother Rowan, we believed in the same things. We were the Bludgeon Brothers. And when we achieved success, we reached the mountaintop. But I'm just I'm a mortal man. You know, I've suffered an injury and I had to reevaluate. I had to look at things. And he could be cutting this promo inside a trailer. Could be in a trailer talking about how he's come to realise he's just a guy. He thought he was more than that. He thought he could be more than that. That's why he joined the Wyatt family. And then like he joined up with his brother Rowan and they were the Bludgeon Brothers and they achieved great success and they really got consumed by the idea of, you know, being that entity. But then injury came along and he realised he was just nothing more than a normal guy. And now he's no one. He's no one. He's broke. He's got no money. He's got no prospects. And make that his character. People would support that. I would support that. I would support Luke Harper if that was his character. I just think it'd be very interesting. I just really feel like WWE could do a lot better when it comes to character development. There's got to be a reason to care for these wrestlers. And that would probably make those mid-card matches a lot more enjoyable. Because now you're not just watching Luke Harper versus Bobby Lashley. Now you're legit rooting for Luke Harper because you know he's not got anything. He's broke. He's not got anything. He thought he could achieve greatness. He fell short. Now I'm going to root for him. But you don't get that. Who do you put as the SmackDown Tag Champions if the Hardy Boys vacate? Oh, I don't even know who's on SmackDown as a tag team anymore. Is Heavy Machinery, but it would feel a bit of a waste to give them the titles. I feel like you would need a tournament. I feel like a tag team tournament could be pretty fun. can't think of any teams. The New Day aren't a thing, are they? So you haven't got the New Day. You've not got the Usos. Gallows and Anderson are on Raw. Revival are over on Raw. You've got Ascension, maybe? What tag teams are on SmackDown? What tag teams are on SmackDown? Should Cody Rhodes return to WWE? No. AOP are injured. Or certainly Akam, I think, was injured. I don't know when he's back. Cindy says favourite wrestler is Rambling Rabbit. Do a video on every superstar that has only one figure. That'd be a long video, dude. There's a lot. Ascension. Are we really seeing... Are we saying that this is coming down to the Ascension versus the Colognes versus Heavy Machinery? That's the SmackDown tag division. What is going on? The B team? Sanity can't have it. Rusev and Nakamura. Fashion Police. Fandango's not around, and Tyler Breeze is down in NXT. Oh my God, that would be it. It would be a Colognes, Heavy Machinery, B Team, Rusev and Nakamura, and then of course Ascension. What, that has got to be the worst tag division I have ever heard. Colognes, Heavy Machinery, B Team, Rusev and Nakamura, who should be single stars, and the Ascension. Horrible. Do you know what? What I would do, I wouldn't give that title to any of them. I would just disband the tag division. I'd be like, look, clearly no one is taking this seriously. So we're going to stop. We're just going to stop. We're going to stop. We're going to use the time for something else. For the women. I don't know. This is the worst town I have ever been in. Singh Brothers. Actually, the Singh Brothers would be quite fun. I'd be down with getting... Do you know what? They deserve it, man. If you think about how much they've been thrown around, they deserve a little run with a belt. Definitely. I'd give it the Singh Brothers. Undisputed Era. Do you know what? I really thought they were getting called up last night. I didn't want to say during the show because I've said it enough and it's not happened. So I've kind of given up hope now. But during that Seth and AJ segment, I really thought they were going to stop. I felt like something was going to happen. I didn't know if Gallows and Anderson might come walking down. But I also thought this would be a great time for Undisputed Era to attack. What if the Undisputed Era attacked both Seth and AJ and you didn't know why? And you didn't know if they were working for one, and you couldn't tell. Like, maybe they beat up AJ one week, and it's like, are they working for Seth? But then the next week, they beat up on Seth, and then you're even more confused. At least that would have at least given us something to talk about. The problem is they have no characters. You just have people that are pushed weekly, and then ones you see every now and again. Yeah. I agree. If they keep the belts on true tag teams, it wouldn't be so pathetic. We need better gimmicks. 80s wrestling was so popular because you had great gimmicks. Yeah. Well, the thing is with 80s wrestling, you had the Warrior that was just like a lunatic. He used to just come running down and he'd talk in riddles backstage and you know what I mean? He was like clearly mentally insane. And so that was kind of part of his character. But then you've got Hulk Hogan, who was different. He was all about America, being the real American, standing up for your rights. Sergeant Slaughter that had come out the military. You could connect to them. But why should you connect with Sami Zayn? What's Sami Zayn about? Why is Sami Zayn any different to Bobby Lashley? What's Bobby Lashley any different to Baron Corbin? It's just, you know what I mean? There's no characters. You're absolutely right. That's one of their biggest problems. I don't know how they can't see that. I don't know why they're not changing that. Days, who should face Kofi other than Kevin Owens? Well, it has to be Kevin Owens. So I don't know. I don't know who you would say after that. Maybe a returning Daniel Bryan. Macho Man was my favourite. What's going on with Eric Young? And what's his new gimmick? His new gimmick is being ignored. Like Mojo Rawley. They're called the Ignore Brothers. And they just get ignored by WWE. Kyrie versus heel Asuka. That hopefully that's what we're working towards. That could be a lot of fun. Who would you like to see winning the WWE Championship? I would like to see Big E win it. I think Kofi should be able to get past Kevin Owens. And then the only problem is, now that Kevin Owens was in the New Day and he turned, it's going to lose a bit of impact if Big E does the same. So we need, yeah, another faction. So I like what you're saying there. Max Vader's saying we need another NWO or DX. A few years ago, we could have had the best faction war ever. 2017. Because in 2017, you could have had, I think Undisputed Era were just on the scene. So you could have got the Wyatt family back together. You could have got the Shield. Yeah, you had all the members there. You could have done that. So you could have had the Wyatts. Could have had the Shield. Could have had Balor Club, which we thought was going to be Finn Balor, Gallows, and Anderson. You could have had New Day. You could have had Sanity. Without even making up new teams. That's five factions right there. 5 3 or 4 man groups. They could have, if they wanted to, gone down that New Japan Pro Wrestling road where you've got Chaos, Bullet Club, Suzuki Gun. You know, they could have gone Los Ingobernables. They could have gone down that path, but they didn't. They didn't. They did not pull the trigger on that, and I think that was a big missed opportunity. Imagine if you had a main roster War Games. 4 teams inside of War Games. And whatever team wins is recognized as the dominant faction. They control. Maybe they could control something. I'm not sure what. I don't want to say like the booking of Raw and SmackDown, but something along those lines. Something along those lines. And you had the Wyatts, you had the Shield, you had the New Day, you had Undisputed Era, all inside of War Games. That would have been epic. That would have been so good. But they didn't do it. Right, we need to do, we're 10 minutes away. Do you know what? It amazes me how much I can just talk. Talk and talk and talk. Right, we need to go over to the wheel. Let's go to the wheel. And let's put championship back in. Right, we are 10 minutes away. Still not. Oh, man, I've still not tweeted out that we're live. I'm just the worst, I am. I just start talking and that's it, I'm off. I'm just a rambling rabbit. Right. It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Wheel of Fun time. Let's go down. Let's get the wheel. Let's bring it up. Here she comes. Boom. Got a lot of segments on there. Don't forget though, once it lands on Championship, both of those segments come off. So Championship is only there for one. And the forfeit, let me tell you what the forfeit is. Now, I cannot find any forfeit that we've not really done before, except for one. And I'm really not happy about this, right? Really not happy about this. I have got one of Kia's dog treats. That is beef and liver flavored dog treat. I will, not all of this. Can you see the size of it? I will take a big bite out of this beef and liver dog treat. That is an official dog treat. That's what Kia Days eats. So that is just going to be on the sidelines, waiting to be used if and when it needs to be used. I feel ill just talking about it. Right, let's spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Please don't be a forfeit. Right, here we go. Do you think Dean will return to WWE? Yes. Oh. Ah! Championship. I said we'd take it off if it landed on it. So that's it. That's the one time that it can land on it. So that means that it is going to be championship. Right, let's go down. Okay, so this is going to be a one-on-one for the title. Hunter P, the current champ, will defend against the 15th person that gives me the word Funhouse. 15th person that gives me the word Funhouse. Poor Kia has been robbed. Poor Kia is fat. Poor Kia needs to lose weight. She is fat dog. So, if anything, I'm saving her life. Right, 15th person that gives me the word Funhouse. Here it comes. Funhouse, it's a whole lot of fun. Prizes to be won. Funhouse! I used to watch that as a kid. It's a TV show here in the UK. Funhouse, it's a whole lot of fun. Prizes to be won. Funhouse. Right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's E-Man! E-Man! Oh, great friend of the channel. E-Man is taking on our current champ and also great friend of the channel. So, wow, this is going to be good. This is going to be tasty. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Hunter P against E-Man. This is a big match. This is a big match. Right, let's go back. Let's get this up. Let's tweet this out. Who should be SmackDown Live champion? E-Man versus Hunter P. Right, it's going up for 15 minutes. If you want to vote, go over to Twitter and go to @WrestlingDays. @WrestlingDays. Pretty simple. If you go over there, then you'll see the poll. You'll be able to vote. It's going up for 15 minutes. Now, there we go. It is live over on @WrestlingDays. Get your votes in. Who do you want to be as SmackDown Live champion? Is it showing on screen? Yeah, it is. E-Man takes that quick lead. I've realised in the last few weeks that WWE is run by a senile old man who is obsessed with money and not the product. I'm off to bed because, let's face it, I'm not going to miss much. AEW, save us. Hard to comment on. Hard to comment on because I love Vince McMahon. Vince has given us everything we've ever known when it comes to wrestling. You could look at it and go, yeah, but it could be better. We could have had better. But then you could equally look at it and go, we could have had worse. Like, WWE is a massive company, making loads of money, and we still get excited and we still watch. And I've been watching since the early 90s, and it's my life. If I think about some of my favourite TV moments, then I'm thinking about my favourite wrestling moments in many ways. So I can't imagine not having WWE. And hey, look at what happened to WCW. They went down. They got run into the ground. They made bad decisions. They let the wrestlers kind of decide who was winning matches, and they lost control. They lost control. Vince has never done that, and so we still have WWE for all its flaws, and it definitely has flaws. It definitely has things that it could improve. I'm not saying that it doesn't, but I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, man. Hard to say if Vince is senile. Maybe he is. Do you think WWE will put the men's tag division on Raw and the women's tag division on SmackDown? No, because I don't think you've necessarily got one division. I mean, what is the women's tag division anyway? Because the women's roster's not that big. And it seems like a lot of their tag teams are just thrown together. It really seems like a lot of the women's tag teams are just single stars, like Nia and Tamina. You had Sasha and Bayley. You had Natalia and Beth. Don't seem to be a thing anymore. So there's all these like single stars that were just thrown together. I don't know what the women's tag division is. You don't have like specialist women's tag team. There's every chance the Iconics just hold on to those titles forever. Because I don't know who they're going to lose them to. Maybe they lose them to Asuka and Kairi Sane. Maybe. But to be honest, I don't want to see that because I think that Asuka and Kairi Sane are two great single stars. And I'm just looking forward to watching them feud. I'm sure they will break apart. And then I'm sure we'll get a great little feud out of it. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Right, looks like we are about to go over to the show. Let's see what we are going to start with. Let's turn this up. Boom. This program contains flashing images. I hope it's not Vince that's flashing. Ugh. Do you like Avengers? I have not seen it. And I probably won't. I don't hate on it or anything. I just don't watch those kinds of films. I just never have. I never read comics as a kid. I read WWE magazine. Dun-dun-dun-bum. From Ohio State University. Okay, we're starting with Kofi. This is obviously going to be building on last week's betrayal. think he's coming out on his own. No Xavier Woods. Kind of want him now to leave the New Day. I don't like him being a part of the New Day and being the champion. You're talking now about the pinnacle of singles wrestlers. The champion is the top of the pyramid, the top of the mountain. And it doesn't feel right that the champion is in this tag team. Like, it would be okay if he was in... But they're not even really a tag team anymore. Like, Big E's injured. I don't know where Xavier is tonight. I think I would like him to... I want to see him leave now. Ember, Bayley, Liv, and Mandy would be cool. Ember, Bayley, Liv, and Mandy. Thanks for the donation, Cal W95, the $1 Million Man. Funny name, dude. Funny name. Right. It's interesting seeing Michael Cole on SmackDown. Did he get drafted? What happened? Why is he on SmackDown? Hello, Obama. Where are we with the poll? We've had 20 odd votes. E-Man is storming it down here. 7 minutes to go in our poll, by the way. Hey, look, it's Michael Cole, Adam Cole's dad. Does Kofi have his own entrance music since becoming the champ? Nope. Still comes out to the New Day. He's still throwing pancakes into the crowd as well. It's like, it feels old and stale to me. It really does. They need to change it up now. My name would be No Money Man. Days, do you think Woods and Big E turn heel on Kofi? Don't know. I think what would be best would be for Big E to turn, and then maybe you keep Kofi and Xavier as a tag team. Kofi and Xavier as a tag team, I think, would be perfectly fine. I don't know if Kofi's gonna have like a long run as champion. I can't quite decide what they've got planned for him. I think he'll drop the titles. He could drop it to Big E. That would make the most sense for me. And then he can just go back to being in the tag team with Xavier. Hello, C Wrestling. Hope you are well. No need to change entrance music. They all sound generic. How long will you be on? We're here all throughout SmackDown, my friend. I see there's a few people joining us. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. We're here every week for Raw, every week for SmackDown. We're here during the pay-per-views as well. And we are starting the show with Kofi Kingston. I just imagine Kevin Owens will come out at some point. Kofi should go back to his old gimmick. What, talking Jamaican? SOS! Hear them shout down! Yes. Yes, oh yes. Michael Cole says he's had the honour of knowing Kofi throughout his whole career. It took me over an hour to remember my login. Oh, you got a new phone. Very cool. A lot of rumours say that Kofi is going to drop the title to Roman. No, I'd hate that. I'd hate that. I don't think Roman should be anywhere near the title. I think Roman has been around the title for the past few years. And I think it's nice to see someone different with it. It's great. It is great. It was a nice moment seeing Kofi win. The real challenge now is what they do going forward. Kofi Mania is running wild. Okay, so 7 minutes in, not a great deal has happened. It's just been recaps about WrestleMania that happened like forever ago. You deserve it, chant from the crowd. He's looking around, he's got a big smile on his face. See you around, Shadow Nova. I have a great idea for a video. Dave's pulling action figures at random from a bag. Pretty sure he'd come up with a better match card than a regular WWE show. Kofi says it was one of the best moments of his life, which, of course, it would be. Days, it's going to be Kofi versus Kevin. Yeah. I gotta be honest, this is such a dull start. It's just a recap. This whole thing is just a recap. Now, I understand they have to do it for the casual fans, but for us fans that watch every single week, it's just a real waste of time. Is that all the intros are going to be now? Just recaps? I was just thinking, why don't they do, like, the first 15 minutes as recaps every week, and then that means that you know. If you want to watch the wrestling, you can watch from the start, but you're going to see 15 minutes of recaps. If you want to watch the new stuff, tune in 15 minutes after. That might make a lot more sense. And then at least we wouldn't be complaining. Because we're already 10 minutes in. Picked up the Retro Fest GameStop figures for $5 each. Very cool, dude. These fans always demanding change first. Need to change. The same old you deserve it chant. Festival of Friendship. I remember that. So, Kofi talks about the New Day giving people second chances. Is that a little reference to Hogan? Probably not. I think that's a good idea. Say someone misses a week or so, they could recap on what's happened. I think recaps are fine. I think recaps have got a place. I understand that not everyone watches every single week like what we do. But it is difficult for us that do watch every single week because there's nothing to talk about. You are not missing anything. All we have seen for the first 10 minutes has been recaps. Recap of WrestleMania. Recap of last week. A you deserve it chant. There's no point tuning in. Don't get excited thinking The Rock is going to walk out at the start of SmackDown or anything like that. I've said that before, actually. I always use The Rock as an example. I think if I was to think, like, what would be the biggest surprise WWE could do, what's the biggest shock WWE could do, it would be The Rock appearing. That would be my biggest surprise. I have asked before, but feel free to tell me yours in the comments. What is your big surprise? What is your big moment that's realistic? There's not much point in saying CM Punk, because it's just not going to happen. Kevin Owens is here. Well done, E-Man. E-Man has done it. E-Man, our very own Kofi Kingston, has reached the mountaintop. Well done, dude. See Wrestling, is it true that you updated your phone so that you can win the giveaways? This is just a rumour that I've heard doing the rounds. So you've got this new fast phone so that you can win all of the giveaways. That's what people are saying. Days, can you put up another poll for tag titles? We'll do a poll for both titles in a bit. Just going to see how this opening plays out. Kevin Owens says to Kofi, you're not championship material. And I don't think you even believe you're championship material. Oh, Xavier Woods! From behind, that was good. I wondered where he was. That was good. Xavier Woods. Got beaten up. That was good. I'll give him that. Stone Cold on commentary. That would be good. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Stone Cold Steve Austin on commentary. That would be awesome. In case you're wondering, you have about 20 seconds away from here in the US. Answer me before I come to your house and murder you. I did not see your question. Superman punch felt around the world. Yep. Well, it's not much of a repercussion, is it? So you punch Vince McMahon and your punishment... Your punishment is you got to face Elias at Money in the Bank. We're going to find out about Jeff Hardy's health later. Here's Bayley. This is good. We're embracing hug life. A much more focused Bayley. So who she get? Is she facing Becky tonight? She's definitely in a match. Love the Hardys. They're my idols, but I think they could be forfeiting the titles. Ooh. That'd be a shame. Yes, it is. Bayley versus Becky Lynch next. The Hugger versus the Man. Doesn't sound that scary, does it? It's not like the 24-inch pythons against the Icon. It's the Hugger versus the Man. Bayley versus Becky. Be a good match, though. Could be interesting. And it's the first match, so at least it'll get a little bit of time. How many people wear Jurassic Park and Superman t-shirts to these shows? I can't say I've noticed any, but I'm sure they must do. What happened to Kofi? He chased Kevin Owens away and then he left. Hello, Gary North. Hello, Gary North. They should give Bayley a push. I think they are. We've seen her now for a couple of weeks on her own. She had a good match against Charlotte last week. Now she's in a match against Becky Lynch. So I think she's being used. I think ratings follow where Roman goes. Yeah, they could do. Roman's definitely the biggest merchandise seller that they've got. And Vince even said that the takings were down, the earnings were down, the revenue was down because some of their big players were missing. And during like WrestleMania season, that he was definitely referencing Roman there. He was definitely talking about Roman Reigns. So now that Roman's back, hopefully they can find something good for him to do. I think a match against Elias is a little bit weird, but I think it's part of a bigger story, isn't it? It's part of him kind of feuding against the McMahons. Although saying that, Shane's in a feud with the Miz. I wonder if we'll get like Elias and Shane versus Miz and Roman at some point. I can't say I'm desperate to see that match, but I'm just kind of thinking out loud that might be where we're heading to, but not a storyline that excites me too much, if I'm being honest. Have you seen Roman Reigns in the new Hobbs and Shaw trailer? No, I did not. I haven't seen it yet. Jake the Snake as GM. Why not? Let's go full crazy. Roman should not be facing Elias. Akaiko, if that is your name. Who would you have him feud against? Who would you have Roman face? Let me know. Can we have a special Mr. Monkey in the Bank match at Money in the Bank? Mr. Monkey in the Bank? What do you win, C Wrestling? What's the prize? You get to cash in Mr. Monkey. I don't understand. If you can flesh that idea out a little bit more, I'm on board. Daves, do you think Sasha will interfere at Money in the Bank to cost Bayley? Who knows? Who knows if Sasha can even be bothered to do that? She'll probably just be backstage complaining. I'm really disappointed. I gotta be honest, I don't know what's true, yeah? You hear a lot of stuff being said. It could be a load of rubbish. Could be true. But if it is true that she has been going around complaining, being difficult, then I'm very disappointed in Sasha. Very disappointed. Because that's not how you change things. But, you know, it's a difficult company to work for. There's pretty much everyone that works there wants to be number one. And only one person can be. So, we're backstage with Xavier and Kofi. Kofi said that they had a plan. Kofi's telling Xavier, we're going to make sure you're okay. The Money in the Bank briefcase is hanging above the ring. No idea why. That has got absolutely nothing to do with this match. When is it, actually? When is Money in the Bank? It's like the 20th of May or something like that. I feel like we're still a good few weeks away. It goes without saying, we will be live streaming during it. The woman who made history. Becky Lynch getting quite a big intro here. Here she comes. The winner of the Mr. Monkey in the Bank gets to cash in that night anytime. And then you have to eat as many bananas as you can in 2 minutes. I'm on board. Days, I really love the Firefly Funhouse. It's hilarious. I agree. I really like it as well. It's one of the most different. It works because it's different. You just watch match after match after match. Same promo after same promo after same promo. And then you get the Firefly Funhouse that's something completely different. And it works because it's so different. Roman's Chronicle show on the network, he says he's on medication for life and wants to ease back in slowly and isn't after a title shot. Maybe that's why he's in the Elias feud. Interesting. Medication for life. Wow. Very cool. Not cool that he's on medication for life, but cool that he's going about it the right way, easing himself back in. So, yeah. Why is Lacey Evans dressed like Popeye? Is it Olive? What was Popeye's wife called, or girlfriend or something? I think it was Olive, wasn't it? I'm going to Google it. Popeye. Olive. Here we go. Oh, she looks nothing like Olive. Oh my God, Bray Wyatt looks like Olive. Bray Wyatt. Do you remember Bray Wyatt from the first Firefly Funhouse? That's Bray Wyatt. Bum 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 dun dun. Catching flies. There we go. It's been confirmed. Bray Wyatt is Olive from Popeye. In fact, Bailey could be tonight. She's dressed all in red. Here we go. And don't forget, if I was booking this, banned from leaving the ring. You stay in that ring. You're not allowed out that ring now. Good wrestling action. I don't want to see any suicide dives. I don't want to see any stupid throwing each other into a barricade. Stop it. Just give us good wrestling. Good reversals. Things we don't normally see. And already outside! Already outside the ring. Right, disqualified. Becky Lynch, you're disqualified. Bailey wins the match. You're not allowed to throw your opponent out the ring. That's it. Disqualified. Oh, God damn. Took all of a minute for someone to get thrown out the ring. Lacey can eat spinach instead. Yowie wowie! As we go to commercial break. Oh, commercial break already. We saw someone thrown out a ring and now we've gone to commercial break. Shout out to Dead Assassin Boxer. Days, Bray should heel Robert Roode. He thinks he's Ned Flanders. I love it. That should be his gimmick. How much? Come on, that would be fun. Do you imagine if he really thought he was Ned Flanders and he was going around saying Oakley Dokley? That would be hilarious. That's what, do you know what? Wrestling should be fun. Yes, it should be serious at times, but it should be fun. And the way they try to make it fun is not fun. The Funhouse is fun, but honestly, Bobby Roode becoming Ned Flanders would be one of the greatest things in wrestling history. People would freak over that. They would love it. Going outside and suicide dives makes the match interesting. No, it does not. Not when you see it match after match after match after match. People getting thrown into a barricade is not interesting anymore. We've seen it a million times. What's more interesting is doing something different. What's more interesting is not doing what everyone else is doing. That's interesting. And honestly, suicide dives are not interesting. But throwing someone into a barricade is not interesting. If it's done as a one-off, okay. But you see it all the time. All the time. You're going to see a suicide dive during this probably this match. But certainly this show. And it's just overkill now. It's totally overkill. Days, can you put up another poll for the tag titles? I said we will, dude. We'll do one for tag titles and we'll do one for the main title. Do you have split screen during commercial? No. I only have commercial. How do you feel about the fact they show the match in the corner during the commercial? Or do they not do that in the UK? They don't do that in the UK. I've only got commercials right now. How would I feel about that? I would prefer it. I would prefer it in a way. Because I can't see anything at all right now. So if someone does something cool, I can't see it. I think springboards are cool, but not suicide dives. Days, if you could name your own pay-per-view, what would it be? I think the names are largely irrelevant. I think it's more what the pay-per-views are about. I really feel like... I said this about Stomping Ground. Doesn't matter if it's called Stomping Ground. Doesn't matter if it's called Backlash. Doesn't matter if it's called Teddy Bear's Picnic. You can call it whatever you want. But what is it about? What is the pay-per-view about? If it's just going to be a normal pay-per-view, then who cares what it's called? But if it's got some kind of gimmick to it, then that's a little more interesting to me. To be honest, I don't like Hell in a Cell having its own gimmick. I feel like they should do Hell in a Cell matches whenever. Elimination Chamber, I feel, is a bit different. That probably deserves its own. Money in the Bank probably deserves its own. Royal Rumble definitely deserves its own. But could they do something different? Yeah. They could do something different. And I hope they do at Stomping Ground. The names aren't important. And we saw Great Balls of Fire a few years ago. I mean, they can have stupid names and people will still watch. Or no one will watch, I should say, at the moment. Bayley hurling Becky into the corner. Springboard going for a kick. Clothesline from Bayley. Knee to the side of the head. That was quite nice. 1, 2. Kick out by Becky. I really feel like Bayley should win this. Because she's not defending any titles here. So there's no reason why Bayley can't get the victory. Wow, Fighting With My Family is now available for digital download? That was fast. That was quick. Only came out in January, didn't it? No, Teddy Bear's Picnic would be dedicated to Teddy Long and it would be 6-man tag matches all night. Just no. Teddy Long's Picnic. Welcome everyone to Teddy Long's Picnic. Missile dropkick. 1, 2. Kick out by Bayley. Gotta be honest, they are keeping this action in the ring, and it is making for a better match, in my opinion. Hey Days, I BGM of Raw, and it is so much better. Are you a fan of Bayley's sunset flip into the turnbuckle? I'm a little worried about it, because it does look vicious. I like it, and I like the look of it, but it does look like it could do some serious damage. So I think she's got to be quite careful with it. Is Bayley got like a bit of a Robin vibe going on? Because look at her boots. Look at Bayley's boots. The red B in the yellow circle reminds me of Robin's logo out of Batman and Robin. Little suplex from Becky. Becky going over, charging into the corner, nailing Bayley with a forearm. Against the ropes goes Bayley. Duck underneath. Double clothesline. Both women go down. You can actually see, you know, on Becky's ring attire, that top that she wrestles in, like the leather or whatever it is wearing away from her elbows. Can you see on her elbow? She needs to get a new one. I'm sure she's on like a decent wage. She could definitely afford a new top. She's the champ. She's Becky 2 belts. She can definitely afford a new top. A little roll up there. Kick out by the champ. Bayley kicking Becky into the corner. Picking her up, slamming her down. Bayley going up top. Oh, drops the elbow. Becky gets her knees up. She's looking for the disarmer. Oh, Bayley taps. Bayley taps. That was a decent little match. Charlotte. Charlotte's in. Big boot to the face. Oh, man. Charlotte's got Bayley. Hurls her into the corner. Tell you what, there's not much love amongst the WWE 4 horsewomen, is there? They're not friends at all. They should do a triple threat at Money in the Bank. That would be good. Yes, Nando. Yes. I'm into that. Yeah, I'm into it. Book it. Charlotte versus Becky versus Bayley. Yes, yes, yes. Daves, do you remember Great Balls of Fire? Yeah, I believe Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar was the main event. That was okay. Bayley should have won. I agree. I think a good pay-per-view name would be Unleashed. Yeah. I've said before, I would do a pay-per-view where you actually take the ring away and you've got all the barricades around the edge, and you've just got this big open matted space. So it's exactly the same as what you've got now, but no ring. Take the ring away, and that could be Stomping Ground. You could call that Stomping Ground. And then just have your whole roster, all of your men's roster, not 30 like a Royal Rumble. And they don't just come down. You have them all down there, and it is just an all-out brawl. Just absolute madness for about half an hour until one person is left. I actually did a video on it. I think I called it The Purge. But you could call it Stomping Ground. That would be good. That would be good. Take the ring away. We've got this Aleister Black promo, which I don't like. He's in a suit. I don't think a suit suits him. You made a Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse playset. I like it, but do you still have it? I still have it. I was going to do a figure match in it, but I wanted to wait and see what happened on the Funhouse this week, so I didn't know if that might dictate what I do with it. It didn't really. Although I think what I will try and make now is maybe a little painting and a stand. Throw a few more accessories into it. So as the promos go, I'm going to keep adding to the Funhouse. So I do still have it. That Aleister Black promo, I'm not feeling it. Like a parking lot brawl. Yes, only inside the arena. But yeah, like a parking lot brawl. Here come the Hardy Boys. Jeff Hardy. Hop along Hardy is here. Look, this is what's going to happen. If you're going to put championships on old men, then this is what's going to happen. Rumours have been going around about a medical issue. I wonder if those rumours are true, as Jeff Hardy is using a crutch to hobble his way to the... I wonder if those rumours have been confirmed yet. Do you think there is a medical issue? Stupid Tom Phillips. Hardy will be giving up the titles. Hello, that high guy, 420. Why not Proving Ground? Proving Ground. I feel like there was something. I feel like there was already something that was a Proving Ground. Fire Funhouse. Funhouse. Biggest part of SmackDown. Here we go. That's why Days isn't Cringeaweight champion, people. Oh, yes! I'm too old. I'm too old. If I was champion, I'd just get injured and then I'd have to forfeit it. So, yeah, that's why. There's a medical issue with Matt, not Jeff. Well, it kind of looks like there's an issue with Jeff, with him hobbling down to the ring at the moment. Bring back Judgment Day. Do you know what one I liked? Night of Champions, where every belt was defended. I kind of like that. Every match was a championship match. I thought that was pretty cool. Do you remember Taboo Tuesday, where we voted for the matches? So we voted for what the stipulation was and all of that. They could do that again. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Taboo Tuesday and we vote. That could be cool. Shout out Hussein the Rex. Shout out WWE Fan 123. Jeff Hardy should be in Money in the Bank. Shout out to Sean Londo. Jeff's 100%. Matt's 0%. Are you going to sit there and talk? Yes. Yes, I am. King of the Ring tournament. Yeah, that was fun. The only problem with that was that the king being the king of the ring just didn't mean anything, did it? It was pointless. You know, it wasn't a title that people wanted or fought over. It should be a title that's defended. The king of the ring should be able to book matches or something like that. They should have some influence backstage. Do you know what? They should have had Baron Corbin win King of the Ring, and then that would explain why he was the GM on Raw. And then you can defend the King of the Ring thing and have different people be GM. That would be interesting. I'm not saying it's the best idea in the world. I'm just saying it would be interesting. Can we get a boat fate match? Why not? Jeff could jump off a cliff and he would be okay. If the word war isn't PG, I'm pretty sure Judgment Day isn't. Wrestling Days, did you a French? Did you a French? What does that mean? Did you a French? Did you a French? Or did you a German? I don't know what that means. It could be the time when Matt Hardy turns into his other characters. I'd like to see Matt Hardy turn into all of his characters at the same time. Why not? That'd be interesting. Elias on the edge of a major push. Here we go, guys. Let's see what's being said. What happened? He was washing up. Oh, it's easier to show us. He's going to show us what happened. They're selling the whole Lars Sullivan thing. Oh. I didn't realise it was connected to Lars. Lars Sullivan. Bring back in your house. Only bring it back if someone can win a house. Do you know the person that won that house was a kid? I know a lot of you will know that. He was a kid and he ended up selling it. Days, you are second form of cringe. I'm second level cringe, yes. He does look a bit like Snitsky, yes. He is ugly. I'd never say that to his face. Okay. He says he's unable to walk on his own. And he's going to be out for a long time? So what does that mean? Therefore. Oh no, they are. Are they going to relinquish? People are saying no. I wonder if Matt will get a new partner or... As of right now. Yeah. They've relinquished. They've relinquished. The tag titles. Matt Hardy going over. Wow. Here comes Lars. Lars Sullivan making his way down. So the Hardy Boys have relinquished. And the freak, Lars Sullivan, is on his way. What is going to happen here? Do you think they were... Could you imagine if they were lying? Do you imagine if they're not injured? And they're not relinquishing, and they're going to stay as champions, and they're about to use that crutch. That could happen. Okay, so Matt Hardy. He's trying to stand up to Lars. Matt Hardy gets thrown out the ring. It's just Jeff and Lars. Jeff is trying to get out the ring, but he's struggling. He can't get under. Matt's back in. He's clubbing Lars from behind. Matt Hardy gets driven into the corner. Picks up Matt. Slams him down. Jeff is hopping around. He's got that crutch. He's signaling that he's going to use it. Oh, R-Truth! R-Truth with a chair from behind. Lars Sullivan screaming at R-Truth. Lars just punched the chair? That was cool, man. R-Truth swung the chair and Lars was like, bang! Plants down R-Truth. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone just punch a chair mid-air. Byron Saxton calling Lars an anomaly. Lars has got R-Truth picked up. Slam down. Sit down powerbomb from Lars. That was cool, man. That was really cool. That's the second best thing I've seen this week. After the Firefly Funhouse, of course. Bang! Mid-air? He is a freak. That was cool. The chair. If Daze punched the chair would kill Daze. That's so I'd be like that with the chair, and I'd be like, oh my god, my shaft! Man down! Man down! The pain! Mama Day! That was cool, though. What's bad is Lars is like the immortal right now. One loss and no one will care. Yeah, true. He'll probably lose to John Cena at WrestleMania. That's what they used to do. They used to build up these monsters and then feed them to Cena. Bray Wyatt. Rusev. Who is going to stop him, though? Dun, 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 dun. I want Bad Blood, King of the Ring, Over the Limit, and No Way Out. I want Starrcade, Showdown at Shea. I want Saturday night's main event, Tuesday night Titans. I want all of them to come back. Kevin Owens has got Xavier Woods on his show later. Still to come, we've got the men's ladder match. Dun, 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 dun. Right. It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Dun-dum-bum. Wheel of Fun time. I don't know why, but my voice was not as strong then. I'm just not feeling as strong as I used to. Let's take championship off. There we go. Save the settings. Spin the wheel. Oh, I've not even brought it on screen. There it is. I did ask for you to spin. Are you going to spin? Maybe. I tagged you in a tweet, Brock. Stint returning to... You tagged me in a tweet. Hang on, I've got another fire here. I've got a wheel that's not spinning. Oh, there we go. Let me have a look. Slam Attack! Story coming out of ESPN. Brock Lesnar not likely. The UFC is moving on. Oh, man. So, Brock's not going to UFC. That is a shame. That is a shame. Right. Right, my friends. It's landed on Slam Attack. So, we are going to give away 3 packs of Slam Attacks. 3 packs of Slam Attacks. This will go to the 22nd person that gives me the word cringe. 22nd person that gives me the word cringe. Cringe, cringe, cringe. I'm looking for the 22nd person. We're giving away 3 packs of Slam Attacks. Looking for the word cringe. Were you excited for SmackDown? I was actually excited for SmackDown, and it's been okay. It's been a million times better than Raw. Million times better. Hardy Boys having to give up the championship is quite big news. I love that punching of the chair, man. I thought that was really cool. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Well done. Oh, I'm pleased. I am pleased. Well done. Cal W, the $1 million man. Cal W. Yeah. Money, 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 money. Down, down. No one is going to begrudge you that win, my friend. Well done, Cal W, the $1 million man. Cal W wins. The Slam Attack cards. Yes. I'm pleased. 3 packs of Slam Attacks winging their way to the $1 million man. The $1 million. Do you know what? The Cringe Crew have got more gimmicks than they've got in WWE. We've got Mr. Monkey, $1 million man. Oh, they're announcing men's ladder match. Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade, and Randy Orton. Nothing like what was leaked. Nothing like what was leaked. So, SmackDown men. Finn Balor, Ali, Orton, and Andrade. I hope Andrade wins. No Rey Mysterio. Why is Rey not in it? Kairi Sane and Asuka and Paige. What a weird combination. And Paige. Horrible music. Horrible. We got the Iconics on commentary. Yeah, I'm going to love this. Oh, jobbers! We've got jobbers! We've got a jobber women's tag team! Yes! Love it! Versus jobbers. Horrible music. Please, dear God, don't let them keep this music. It's Asuka's mixed with Kairi Sane's. It's horrible. God, that one looks a little bit like Eva Marie, and it's like sort of upsetting me. Eva Marie's twin sister. Oh my God, it's Eva Marie. Yeah, I know. Ooh, let's see if she can wrestle. This one's a little bit like Alicia Fox. Oh, look at her. This jobber is like trying to steal her moment in the sunshine. She's like patting Kairi on the head saying, "Aren't you cute?" Jobbers aren't meant to do that. Against the ropes goes the jobber. Kick to the midsection, knee across the back, slam down, drop kick. Oof. I'm loving the Iconics on commentary. Here comes Eva Marie. Hip attack from Asuka. Suplex. Down goes Eva Marie. Kicks. The other one's back in. I tell you what, I'm loving this match. Because I don't know anything about these two, so I'm quite interested in watching the jobbers. Asuka and Kairi Sane working well together. Working really well together, actually. Kairi wants the tag. Billy Kay laughing at the fact that Byron Saxton thinks he's iconic. Kairi dropping the elbow on Eva Marie. Daisy's so happy that Eva Marie is back. Can my nickname be the $1,000 Mandate? If you want. An off-brand Alicia Fox and Eva Marie? Yes. Iconics talking trash. Sonya Deville backstage. There's Mandy Rose. I don't understand. Oh, this is quite interesting because that graphic said that Sonya Deville does make it into the match. And now we're finding out that it's going to be a match between Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, is it? Sonya says that she thinks Mandy should go in. So Sonya wants Mandy in the match? Okay, weird. Days, I Am Iconic were all Iconics. The Jobbers were from OVW. Is that still going? Ohio Valley Wrestling. They're in Ohio. So, yeah, they could be. Is that still a thing? Is OVW still going? Because it used to be WWE's developmental before NXT. OVW roster. Let's have a look. OVW founded. Al Snow is the owner. Oh, wow. No, that doesn't make any sense. On March 19th, it was announced that OVW and Impact had re-established their developmental agreement. So OVW works on talent for Impact Wrestling. So I wonder if we can find out what those women are called. Don't know if there's no pictures of them or anything, so I don't know if I'm ever going to find out. OVW roster women. OVW women's roster, that would make more sense. Let's click on images. Was that one of them? She's in OVW. Was that the Eva Marie one? She could be wearing some more clothes, couldn't she? She wouldn't be going out like that if she was my daughter, let me tell you. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, you know. I think you're right. I can't find the other girl. Interesting. Days, your nickname could be the $1 man. Yes. Right, shall we do a poll? Let's do a poll. So, let's do tag team first. We'll do the tag team poll first. So, I am looking for the 10th person to give me the word Byron. 10th person that gives me the word Byron. 10th person that gives me the word Byron. Days, do you think AEW will fail? No. I don't think it'll be as big as WWE, but I don't think it'll fail. 10th person that gives me the word Byron. Here we go. We've got some Byrons coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well done. Akaiko, is it? How do I pronounce that name? A-K-I-K-O-Y Buchanan. Akaiko. Akaiko, let me know the name of your team. I'll let you choose your partners. You're allowed 2 partners. So you can have a team of 3 like the New Day. But yeah. Well done, Akaiko. Let me know the name of your team. Next up, I'm looking for the 12th person that gives me the word Saxton. 12th person that gives me the word Saxton. Here comes Roman as well. I'm looking for the 12th person that gives me the word Saxton. Roman Reigns on his way. I don't think this is a match. I think it's going to be a promo. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, no. Okay, here they come. Roman Reigns. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well done. Logan Nero. Logan Nero. Again, let me know the name of your team. Logan Nero. And final one. This will go to the 15th person that gives me the word Graves. Team WWE. 15th person that gives me the word Graves. Got the name, dude. We got Roman in the ring. I think we're getting a promo. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah! It jumped. It jumped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh man, that goes to E-Man. E-Man, you are absolutely storming this evening. E-Man, let me know the name of your team. Well done. So again, I'll let you guys pick all of your partners and tings. Logan Nero, let me know the name of your team. E-Man, let me know the name of your team. Roman is in the ring. Roman. He's got a big smile on his face. He says you only get one shot at making a first impression. Hashtag heel squad. Okay. He's got a smile on his face. He said it didn't have to be him. He just wanted to get the point across that he is still the big dog. Okay, E-Man, what's the name of your team, though? Here comes Shane. Here come the money. Money, 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 money. Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Is Shane going to feud with everyone? Yeah. He's going to feud with everyone. Perhaps he thinks that's The Miz. Perhaps he's got Roman and The Miz confused. Okay, it happens. I've done it as well. He's going to make Greg Hamilton do the announcement. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. The best in the world. This is a bit dull. E-Man, do you know the name of your team yet? As soon as you get your team name, then I'm off. I will get the poll. Well, not off, but I'll get the poll up. So Shane says that the McMahon family owns all of the land. This might be your yard, but we own all of the land. Your daddy owns the land. A national treasure, Vince McMahon, a national treasure. Shane says you were laying face down last week. Roman asking if Shane can come down and do it on his own. How dare he talk to the best in the world like that? How dare he? Shane says he hasn't got the time. Steel cage match will be fun, actually. We didn't really talk about that, but it is going to be Shane against The Miz inside of a steel cage. B-Team. So the B-Team are coming out now? Oh, what is going on? You know, it's hard to forget, but that is the son of Mr. Perfect. Both of them. Both. Handicap match. Roman should win that. How original. He says it deserves some extra. Is that going to be Shane? Guest ref. Oh, no. Oh, it's Elias. Elias in a referee shirt. I mean, a slightly different referee shirt. It's more like a referee's vest. There we go. So we're getting a handicap match next. I'm just putting up the poll now. So Becky 2 belts, who had both of the belts last week, got to defend the titles now. Becky 2 belts, or the last titles that they've got. Okay, there we go. The poll is up. This is for the Tag Team Championship poll. Tag Team Championship poll. Can I get that on screen? Where is it? There it is. Boom. Roman has already defeated Axel in a handicap when it was Rybaxel versus Roman. Dude, you've got like the greatest memory in the history of memories. There's no way I can remember that. No way I can remember that. At least it's different. Yep. At least it's not a horrible, some kind of tag match. At least it's a handicap match. So, yeah, I agree. At least it's different. Becky needs 2 belts because she's got a belly full of jelly. What? Hey, Days, I recently met an indie wrestler. Very cool. Always good to support indie wrestling. Ali and Ricochet for spots. Randy, RKO from a ladder. Andrade to win. Finn, coup de grace from the top of the ladder. What's the purpose of Drew and Braun? I think Drew might win it. They seem to be all in on Drew, so maybe Drew will be victorious. Hello, I'm the cat. Major breaking news. Brock Lesnar is retiring from MMA and UFC. What, is this story developing? Has he has retired, has he? Has it become clear now? Cal W, look at Cal W there, giving us the latest information. OVW's Jay Lee and Amy are the 2 enhancement talents on tonight's show. I'm going to retweet that, dude. Very cool. Knowledge is power, my friends. Knowledge is power. That was, honestly, that was one of the most enjoyable matches I've seen because it's nice to see some talent that you've not seen. I'm into that. I like it as well. I wish it stayed a little bit longer, that cat. Can the $1,000 man have a shout out? Yes, shout out to the $1,000 man. B team sucks. They're going to lose. I don't care about these stipulations. Shout out to Bradley Foley. Days, would you be so kind, run down the SmackDown tag title picture? We have. It's awful. You've got B team, Colognes. We think the Ascension. Rusev and Nakamura. Someone else that's awful. I can't remember who. And the Hardys that are injured. It's just a horrible, horrible mess. Oh, heavy machinery. Hey, Days, did you know that Bo Dallas is Bray Wyatt's real brother? Yes. Also the son of IRS. Hello, it's Johnny. Can my nickname be the Male Bailey? If that's what your dream is, yes. Brock Lesnar to AEW confirmed. How long before someone posts the GIF that shall not be named? What one? I don't know what that one is. Killian Dane going back to NXT. I just saw that news, yes. Hang on. Elias is on the outside, so he's not the guest ref. What is he? Why is Elias on the outside? So, Roman Reigns versus B Team. B Team, B Team. Where are we with the poll? Ooh. Bo firing some shots in. Man, we've already had 25 votes. Good. DDT by Curtis Axel. 27 votes? Days, you can't hear what I'm talking about. No. Elias is a sexy, sleeveless enforcer, apparently. Okay. B Team, working together. Curtis Axel screams the words B Team. Days, I sent you a tweet. What's it about, dude? Roman kicking out. This is a bit dull. I'm not going to lie. Samoan drop to Bo Dallas. Roman just gets a 2. Hashtag handicap match. I've got to say, though, as handicap matches go, this is quite an interesting one because I do feel like Roman could win. Now they're on the outside. Big Show versus Hornswoggle. I miss Mr. Perfect. Yeah, I wish Curtis Axel could do something with the Perfect character. Elias attacking Roman. As we go to commercial break again. I gotta be honest, this show has been better than Raw, but not by loads. Really not by loads. Who remembers when B-Team were tag champs? Yeah. It wasn't a great run. Roman could. He will beat them. I can't see that tweet, Hussein. Hussein, I can't see it at all. The B stands for boatload of commercial breaks. Hashtag boring match. You look so bored. I feel bored. I genuinely feel bored. I've said this before. It's always hard to get excited and enthusiastic when the shows are this bad. SmackDown has definitely been better than Raw, but really anything was going to be better than Raw. But this is pretty dull. Roman Reigns against the B team is dull. I have said though that they need to. I'm kind of torn on it because it would be worse if it was Roman against, say, I don't know. I can't even think who's on the SmackDown roster anymore because the rosters have just changed. If it was Roman versus Lars and say it was Roman against Rusev and Nakamura, I don't think that would be as good because surely Rusev and Nakamura would win. I would expect Rusev and Nakamura to beat Roman. Whereas with the B team, I really feel like Roman could win. I don't think it'll be easy, but I think he could win. And so I think that makes for a better handicap match. It's not just going to be a squash. But it's still dull. It's still boring. The B team are a boring team. I said this yesterday. You get about 5 hours of wrestling across Raw and SmackDown. But honestly, only 2 of them are decent. Triple H should come out and say, I'm in charge of SmackDown Live. And we're going to be bigger than NXT. That would be great. That would be great. Main roster versus NXT. Main roster versus NXT would be interesting, but I'm still not confident that it would make for a great show. I mean, do you want to see Elias versus Matt Riddle? Is that a match you want to see? I don't know. You could get some great matches like Johnny Gargano against Roman Reigns. That would be brilliant. But knowing WWE, you're just going to end up getting Shayna Baszler against Mandy Rose. The B stands for boring match. Only good thing on Raw was the Funhouse. Totally agree. Totally agree. Honestly, the only good thing on this show so far has been Lars Sullivan punching that chair. We've not even had the Funhouse yet. Roman comes crashing down onto Curtis Axel. Bray's pause at the end of the Firefly Funhouse was him slowly going back to his old self. Not sure. I think he's troubled, but I don't think he'll go back to his old self. That was a nice move from Roman. Samoa drop whilst DDTing. But it only gets a 2. That was good. They made a good choice by putting him on SmackDown Live. Lars Sullivan figure with chair punching action. That would be fun. 3 minutes to go. And at the moment, Becky 2 belts is retaining. Becky 2 belts is retaining. Up comes Bo Dallas. Superman punch from Roman. Little roll up by Curtis Axel. Just gets a 2. Superman punch. 1, 2. Elias pulls the ref out the ring. I gotta say though, the good part of the crowd that are on their feet here. Elias on the outside. I think Roman's asking, are you going to count this? And they're going to the outside. Of course they are. Drive-by by Roman. And now Elias is attacking Roman, hurling him into the barricade. Hurling him into the ring. Throwing him back into the ring. Curtis Axel. The perfect plex! 2. Oh, only a 2. Roman Reigns just kicked out of the perfect plex. How dare he? Who does he think he is? Don't kick out of the perfect plex. Curtis Axel doesn't get a chance to hit the perfect plex that often. No way Roman should have kicked out of that. No way. Not the perfect plex. Elias has got his guitar. Roman, Superman punch. Elias goes down. Little roll up. Spear from Roman. The ref's back in. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Roman. I really wish that Roman would face Randy Orton and not Elias. That would be good. That would be interesting. Hello, Big Dog. What's the main event tonight? I think it's some horrible... Is it the horrible tag match? Is it Finn Balor and Ali against Orton and Andrade? I think it's a horrible tag match. It's not been the best of SmackDowns. 1, 2, 3. Heydays, is it a Bray Wyatt face turn? Don't know. Could be. Need to see a few more of the Firefly promos. He's acting like a face, but then there's a dark side as well, so... Xavier Woods is going to be on the Kevin Owens show. We are blending as well. Finn Balor backstage. With Ali. And commercial break. There we go. Right, there we go. Becky 2 belts has retained. Well done, Becky 2 belts. Time for our final poll. E-Man is going to be defending. This is obviously E-Man got the opportunity earlier to become champion thanks to the wheel, but we still need to do our proper poll. So we're going to do that now. E-Man is going to be defending against the 10th person that gives me the word Asuka. 10th person that gives me the word Asuka. Well done, Becky. 2 belts. We're looking to see who is the 10th person that's going to give me the word Asuka. Gary saying nothing iconic has happened. Gary, you're absolutely true. Absolutely true. Hussein, send it to Wrestling Days UK and I'll see if I can find it. We're looking for the 10th person to give me Asuka because we are setting up the next live stream poll. One, two. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that goes to Hussein the Rex. Well done, Hussein the Rex. You are in the poll. Hussein the Rex is in the championship poll. Next up, the 17th person that gives me the word Paige. 17th person that gives me the word Paige. 17th person that gives me the word Paige. I don't care how it's spelled. Seventeenth person. Here they come. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well done to Akaiko Y. Buchanan. Yes, well done, dude. The final person then. This is going to be the 20th person that gives me the word boring. Because that's what SmackDown and Raw have been this week. 20th person that gives me the word boring. Paige here. I'm looking for the 20th person that gives me the word boring. 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 Firefly Funhouse! That'll never ever end. How ironic that we say the word boring and here he is. Our very own Bob Ross. Oh. Bonjour! He loves to paint. Express those suppressed feelings. Well done, Jackson Oak. Rambling Rabbit is here. Love it. Listen to the woman's screams here when he shows the picture. You can hear the flames and the scream of the woman. Yowie wowie! I like it when he talks to Abby. He's like, take it easy, Abby. Take it easy. Take it easy. take it easy, take it easy. You forgive me, right? Yeah, I forgive you. I'm pretty sure you could punch me in the face and I'd forgive you. Is that our word of the day? It can't be our word of the day today and yesterday. I think you're right. Sociopath. Aww. Just let me in. I don't forgive Bray. We're really glad that you're our friend. Never ever end. Love it. Ali in the ring, right, so we're getting that match now. The word of the day is boring. That's the word of the day. That sums up Raw and Smackdown. Yay! More single stars in a tag match. Hashtag things I hate. Things I hate. Shout out to Wrestling Night. 1 vote so far. Oh, okay. 3 votes. I learned how to spell sociopath because of Bray Wyatt. Bray's a really good actor. You read my chat messages, but you won't give me a shout out. Shout out to Gary McCartney. Nathan Banthrop. So does that mean Randy Orton killed the girl in the flames? Well, he burnt the compound down. So he burnt down the Wyatt compound, and buried under the compound was Sister Abigail. And he actually said that he was going to burn the spirit of Sister. Now, I don't know how you burn a spirit. I've never tried. But that's what Randy Orton tried to do. And it seems like he achieved it. Certainly seems like Bray's not got over it. So that's why I'm saying it would make sense for him to go after Orton first. But earlier today on Twitter, he actually sent a message out saying that he forgave Randy Orton. And talking of Randy Orton, here he is. Imagine if Bray strikes now. That would be amazing. Imagine if Bray and Ramblin' Rabbit just strike right now. That would save everything. Little Ramblin' Rabbit in the ring starts beating up on Randy Orton. My God. Be amazing. Valid, shout out to you. People, new network exclusive show, Firefly Funhouse, a 1 hour special. I don't know if an hour would work. I feel like it would work if it was like 10 minutes. I think it would be good if it was a little chat show. Could you imagine if they did get wrestlers on and then like Abby the Witch was asking questions and Ramblin' Rabbit was asking questions? I think that would be quite interesting. The poll is 15 minutes, yep. Oh yeah, I have put it up for 14 hours. Amazing. Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it at 14 hours. This is a special Iron Man match. Not 15 minutes. I'm going to leave it for 15 hours. So there we go. E-Man is defending this title for 15 hours. Oh, I love that. I love that idea. So what time will it finish? It's going to finish... that means if you guys are at school, you might be able to get your friends to vote on it. That could change things. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave it. A special 15-hour match. Love it. Ramblin' Rabbit would make a good game show host. Hello, Elijah. Andrade. So we've got 22 minutes left. Rumoured Nikki Cross and Eric Young are suspected to join Firefly Funhouse. Yeah, that would be great. Maybe they'll do that next week. We had a new character this week. Perhaps we'll get a new character next week. I don't know what Nikki Cross would join as though, because she's not gonna be Sister Abigail, is she? I feel like Abby the Witch is Sister Abigail. Are you streaming NXT? No. I hate ad breaks at the start of matches. I just hate ad breaks. Yowie wowie. The poll will finish at 12:30 Eastern. There we go. There we go. Whoever wins this poll is going to have earned it. Can we get, like, I don't think we've ever got 100 votes in a poll. Could this be the poll that gets 100 votes? It's going to be up for a long time. It's at 13 votes. That would be cool if we could get there. Abby could be jealous of Nikki. That would be good. That would be interesting. If Ricochet and Ali were on the ladder to win the briefcase, who do you think would win? I think they're more into Ali than Ricochet. Thank you very much, Hockey and WWE Fan 87. We should be doing another toy hunt soon. I know that Elite 67 is in Ireland right now, Irish stores. It would be a bit extreme to get on a plane and go to Ireland. So I'm just waiting for them to come to the UK. Although going to Ireland sounds like it could be fun. Daisy's word of the day is sociopath. Days, the poll is set for hours, not minutes. I know. We're going to run with it. We're going to put it up. I'm going to say a mistake, but I'm embracing the mistake. So we're going to see where it goes. Do an Ireland toy hunt. I feel like Drew, because I got so close to getting my name on screen and Drew gets so close to a title shot and doesn't get it. Days, it's Wheel of Fun time. It'll be the next commercial break. Appreciate your streams. Thank you very much, dude. I gotta be honest, these past couple have been difficult. Like, I honestly think yesterday's was not a great stream. I just really hated the show. This one's been a bit better. This show's been a little bit better, but still not been a brilliant show. They've really got to sort this out. They can do so much better than this. What I don't understand is everything just feels a bit last minute. Like, you don't get many... Like, the Bray Wyatt thing that's filmed in advance feels so good and so different because there's clearly effort that's been put into it. You don't get anything else like that, do you? You don't get any other segments that have been taped in advance. Surely this is like the most important... These shows are the most important thing they do. So why don't they do a bit more in advance for them? Remember Pee-wee's Playhouse had characters knock on the door like the mailman? Yeah, they should definitely do that. How about a 1 hour poll for the Universal and WWE Championships at Money in the Bank? I don't know. It's up to vegan. Days, do you agree that the WWE draft has made WWE boring? I don't know if it's the draft that's done that. I just don't. I hate single stars in these tag matches. This match, it doesn't matter who wins. That's the problem right now. I don't need to watch this because it doesn't matter. I mean, if there was some kind of stipulation, you know, like how they can have, if you win the Mixed Match Challenge, you enter at number 30 in the Rumble. I like that. If this match had some kind of stipulation, I don't know what that stipulation would be for a Money in the Bank match, though. Big kick by Andrade. I mean, the in-ring wrestling's going to be good. Andrade down on the outside. Finn Balor. Is he going to go over the top? Balor goes over the top the one side. Ali goes through the ropes on the other. Zelina Vega getting involved, grabbing the leg of Finn Balor. Hussein, I saw your tweet, dude. I answered you. Who do you think will win, Styles or Rollins? I think Rollins. Rollins. I think Rollins. I think it would be a bit too soon to take the title away from Rollins. He had only just won it. Who do you want to win Money in the Bank? I'd like Andrade to win. When is Alexa Bliss going to tell us the final four for the men's and women? We know the final four for the men. The people in this match are the final four for the men. I don't think they've announced the women yet, though. But the final four for the men is Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade, and Randy Orton. Balor and Andrade win. And no one cares. RKO on Finn Balor. Some nice kicks by Ali. WWE doesn't deserve CM Punk. Disappointed no qualifiers. I think they would have been better than that. Those tag matches we got. Ember Moon's going to be in. So Ember Moon is in. Who else is going to be in? Mandy Rose, is it? I hope you see a graphic. I'd like to know who the four are. Carmella. Technically, James Ellsworth won the first ever. Nice. Carmella says, we don't need to talk about how I won. She was good, actually, when she won. Like, her cash-in was a decent cash-in. So there we go. Ember Moon and Carmella have been added. Here's the graphic. So Bayley, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, Carmella, Alexa Bliss, Dana Brooke, Naomi, and Natalya. So Bayley, Ember Moon, Mandy Rose, Carmella. Women. Carmella. Bayley. Thank you, whoever that was. So Kevin Owens saying that Kofi is in way over his head. So this is going to be the final segment. We're 12 minutes away from the end of the show. This is the Kevin Owens show with Xavier Woods. Can you do every table announcer in WWE figure? What, do you mean commentator figures? Right. Time for the wheel. So, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Right, here we go. Wheel of Fun time. Let's bring it up on screen. You better scream. Spin, 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 spin. Oh, please not forfeit. No, horrible wheel. Oh yeah, someone would subscribe now, wouldn't you? Oh, I don't want to do this one. I don't want to do this one. What's forfeit every single week? There's a different forfeit every single week. Do you remember last week I had to embarrass myself by sending that message to Eva Marie? That was hard. That was hard. And in case you don't know, this is one of Kia Daisy's dog treats. This is beef and liver flavour. I think the beef is like the dark brown and the liver. Liver. Beef and liver flavour. Oh, you deserve it. Anadors, get it! Eat it. Oh, has anyone, this is a weird question, right? Has anyone ever eaten one of these? Can I even eat one of these? Is that like, am I going to die? Am I going to turn into a dog? What's going to happen? God bless the wheel, says WWE fan 123. Kia Days is asleep right now. Upsetty spaghetti. I know. Ugh, a dog treat Twizzler. I know, it's beef and liver. It's not even like, if it was chicken, just, straight chicken, that might be alright. But this is beef and it's the liver that upsets me. Viper 80 says, I can't watch this. I don't even know if I can do this. Go on, Days, snap into a Slim Jim. Anna says, no, because we're not mental. Bendover says, you'll be fine. Oh no, should you eat that? I don't know if I should eat this. I don't know. I couldn't. Okay, here we go. You will be barking. I don't want to. I really don't want to. This is one I really don't want to do. Because all the other ones we've done, I know I'm allowed to eat, but I don't know if I'm allowed to eat this. This could have anything in it. Like, I don't think they really care about what they put in these because it's dogs that eat it. I don't know if humans can eat this. Oh, I've got to do it. I've got to. Oh, hang on, let me Google. Because it could be poison. I legit don't know. Can humans eat dog treats? Oh, God. Here we go. Oh, dog food is not subjected to the same health and safety regulations that human food is. The best advice is to not eat dog food. "99% of dog biscuits contain something harmful to humans." Oh my God. What? Humans eat dog treats and the results will surprise you. Oh, I should have looked at this before. Oh, okay. Boo! Worried Days. Okay. Oh my God. Ah! Ah! It. Ah! Oh, I don't like it. Uh, I am eating it. Ah! Oh, this is horrible. Oh, I don't like it. Mm, mm. Ah! It was horrible. Oh, it was horrible. It had it. I've just got this horrible. I've got no water or anything to drink. I'm probably gonna die now. I've just got this horrible taste in my mouth. There might not be any more streams, guys. It tastes a bit rubbery, you know. Days, I eat one. It's not nice, but you'll be fine. Don't eat one. Don't eat one. Daze loves it. Daze did not love it. Oh, Kevin Owens has got a Xavier Woods action figure. It's a basic. I'm just worried about my future. That's all I'm thinking. Oh. Mattel are probably loving this segment. He knows the terminology. Look at this. He says you were part of a battle pack. Shout out to battle packs. Yeah. Wow. Kevin Owens calling the action figures useless pieces of trash. How dare he? Who does he think he is? The dog breath experience. I know. I don't feel great about this one. I'm not going to lie. I do not feel great about this one. Kofi is here. He's come running down to the ring. He's firing shots off on Kevin Owens. Slams Kevin Owens down. So there is no Xavier Woods. It's just Kofi going crazy on Kevin. On the outside, comes crashing down. Days, I've eaten one before. I liked it. I did not. It tasted horrible. It tasted really rubbery. And it's still got this horrible taste in my mouth. And I'm worried that I'm going to die. Kofi slamming a chair. I mean, in all fairness, Kevin Owens deserves this. He said some horrible things about the action figures. Kevin Owens in the crowd. So Kevin Owens running away through the crowd. I think that's going to be the end of the show. Fired up Kofi. There we go. WWE fan 123 says, "You'll be fine." Bendover's getting my eulogy ready. He was a good man. He tried to be a good man. Perhaps now I'm the real big dog. Can I call myself the real big dog? I think I am. Do you know what? Roman is just pretend. Roman is a fake big dog. He's not gone to the same lengths as me. So, yeah, I am now the big dog. If I survive, there's every chance I won't. Get your scores in, guys. Get your scores in. What did you think about SmackDown Live? I'm going to give it a 4. Apart from Lars punching the chair, there was really nothing to this. It's kind of enjoyable seeing jobbers on the show. I enjoyed that bit. The rest of it just didn't need to see. So I feel like even a 4 is like super generous. So, hey, look, it is what it is. I honestly worry about next week. I really hope next week can be better. But I don't really know what I can base that on. I don't know why why I can think next week is going to be better, because it might not be. I legit don't know. So I'm a little bit worried for next week. But at least we get another new Firefly Funhouse. So there's that, kind of. But there's every chance I'm not here next week anyway, because there's every chance I won't survive. So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Really appreciate the support. Don't forget to like this stream. If you are a Cringe Crew regular, smash that like on this stream. It'd be really cool if we could get some likes on the streams. I actually never look at that, but I know likes make a big difference. So hit that like if you've been with us throughout this whole stream. Show your support. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go off to drink a bowl of water now. Might go outside into the doghouse, have a sleep out there, and fingers crossed I make it through to next week. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.